And somehow we get redirected into this playpen with this huge half mastiff. He's about the size and has the attitude of this convicted felon. And he's pawing around the kennel. He's not making eye contact. He's got 105 pounds, but he's watching with the corner of his eyes. My wife takes a ball, she throws it for him, runs it down, and gets it, and he just starts destroying it. Turned out he's been through 2 homes already. The first he'd been let go for excessive shedding. The second one, because there had been a toddler, like a small dog running with him. So he went over to the small dog, picked it up and shook it. Really into its leg. So let it go. We're looking for a dog. The choice seemed obvious. And my wife said, "He's perfect. When can we take him home?" I said, perhaps this would not be the best choice of dogs here that we have here. So of course we got him. We brought him home, we rechristened him as Timber. And he was a little reserved, fairly well behaved. I guess I can get that after you've been through a bunch of different homes over your time. It's hard to believe in long-term relationships. But he's kind of like that roommate that you got. He just come in, he thinks he's only going to be here for a couple of weeks. But he's pretty well behaved, which we're excited about, until he started becoming less well behaved. At first we thought it was just us. A while ago, and she'd say, I swear that I put 3 sticks of butter right here on the table. Or, I know I just threw away that half loaf of moldy bread. There's nothing in the garbage. And we weren't sure what was going on. We assumed ghosts seemed to be the only reason. So one day I rounded the corner, and he was sitting there with this hot dog in his mouth. We made eye contact, and he froze for a quarter of a second. And for me, all these dots are connecting in my mind. Of course, and for him, he's thinking, how fast can I swallow that hot dog? And he starts to gulp it down, like sprint to 10 feet, but he done his mouth better than I had. It was gone. After that, we did a better job of timber-proofing the house. But they're still friends and family. There's a memorable Thanksgiving when I was over at my parents' house. And we're finishing up the meal. My mother goes, "Oh, Mom, are you putting in your world famous apple pie?" "Oh, I forgot to put it in, but it's all right. It's in the living room." And my feet just falls. She looks over at me and she says, "Oh, don't worry. The dog's right here. He's been here the whole meal." I shake my head. Because I haven't seen him move. I've never seen him move. It's the shake of experience. She blanches, and she runs into the other room, and she comes back with the clean pie. We all look at the villain on the floor, extended belly, sleeping the sleep of the innocent, or at least the uncaught. And yet, while his misbehaviors are increasing, he's also learning to be with us a little bit more. He's like this seed with these questing tendrils slowly evolving, as if he's not really sure exactly about the ground he's sitting on. And at first we just noticed it as he wanted to be inside more. And then we noticed he would always slurk into the corner of whatever room we were in. So finally he would bark at us and we laughed. Actually forget himself and panicked, excited to be at home. He even developed a moderate case of separation anxiety, which is it kind of mixed feelings about. But he was the smartest dog I had ever met. We're talking like evil genius smart here. We got home this one time, and there was the top of a mason jar that was on the floor. And I'm like, how in the world did that get there? And it took us hours and hours to figure this out. It turned out that we had these mason jars up along the back of the counter, and that they've been going missing for the past few months, just slowly, just one every week or two. Never even noticed it. What it turned out is he would jump up on the counter like this, and he'd pull it over to the edge, but he couldn't pull it over because it would break. So he'd take it and put it down on the ground, and then he would somehow unscrew it. Every morsel that was inside, and then carry it out the dog door. Very good at this.
Wow.
And we never would have caught him except we couldn't get the flat part off the ground that one time. 6 dogs and 1 goat he tried to kill. The dog sitter that he drove to tears and small breakdown. 10-pound bag of flour incident. The 3 months he was escaping from the yard, we never knew because he always came home before we did. The time he opened a can of bear spray in the back seat. Life is never dull. Eventually, for unrelated reasons, my wife and I had to split up. But one thing we could agree on was that we were not going to send him back to jail. So she left, and she said that she would set for him when she got settled. She never did. So the 2 of us lived well, enjoyed each other for the next year until he had bone cancer. And slowly degraded from there. He kind of slowly got worse and worse. And it's really difficult to make this call where how do you decide when someone else's life is no longer worth living? I can't imagine doing that for a human being. I could barely do that for a dog. I would give him more and more pain medication and I would probably pass what he's supposed to have. There's no reason not to. And then 2 days later, then I should have made his final appointment with that. So now it's 5 years later.